pleasure right now to introduce to you Defiant. I got my finger on the trigger and I'm ready to blow! Look into my eyes and tell me what you see. I see a vision in my eyes of what my enemy. Feeling in my soul and I just have to set free. I gotta live in the life and I just got to believe. Rise up, everybody lock and load. The government is burning down the bodies all around. Living a lie, living to die. Everybody up, let's rise and cry. Bring it all away from me, yo. I want to really bring, but I'll have to pay a thing, and someone's always watching me. Get it out of my head, get it out of my head. Somebody wake me from this nightmare. Rise up, everybody lock and load. The government is burning down the bodies all around. Living to die, living to die. Survive forever, forever to fight. I normally get rowdy and angry, but this is so comforting and wholesome and homey that I can't be angry. I'm just so happy. Welcome to 2023, everybody. We are Defiant from your hometown in Pennsylvania. Guys, thank you so much for having us. This is super fun. That song was called Dust of Democracy. This next song is a story about the first crusades the Christians had on Jerusalem. It's a very fun tale. It's a very happy tale. It's a very sad tale, tragic tale. It's called Crusades. probably should have asked if we're allowed to curse before I started cursing.
Of course you can fucking curse.
Cursing is
Cool.
okay. Kids, don't do it in front of your parents.
Hey, no actual women were raped or children were killed in that song, right?
No.
Okay.
No. That song actually, everybody got along. They had happy friend times. They all got hugs. The King of Jerusalem actually just gave them Jerusalem back because they were so kind to walk and prattle with thousands upon thousands of armed soldiers to their doorstep. And he said, you know what? I respect it. Here you go. From one group of soldiers to the next, this song is called 4 Years for Nothing. Bodies burning with the will to live. Bullets ripping through the sky. What makes my heart bleed? Chewing over with your lies. Take a second, won't you think it through? All the sacrifices I have made. All these times that I believed in you. You were home to torture. And I scream out loud. It can't be real. We're all for nothing. Where were you when I gave you my life? When I went up the wall to protect you at night. When you said that you supported my life, when I gave you everything and you would let me nothing. I gave you everything. You left me out of sight. I gave you everything. You left me for another. And I'm breaking down the walls. After saying that I love you. And I'm breaking down the walls. Will I fight for your life? I can't take it anymore. All the lies, lies, lies. All bleeding up from heartbreak. The only one who wants to cry. And I scream out loud. This can't be real. These 4 long years were up for nothing. Where were you when I gave you my life? When I went out to war to protect you at night. When you said that you supported my plight. When I gave you everything and you would let me nothing. I gave you everything. You left it all in sunshine. I gave you everything. You left me 4 years for nothing. I hope you guys are Reese! Ah! Reese! Hello. Oh my god. Reese Swigert, all-star celebrity, has entered the building. The masterpiece that she is. It's fantastic. I didn't know we were going to have an audience of celebrities in our midst.
Cool.
Step 1, flattery. Step 2, everything you own. Especially the burger. We have our priorities.
The only person I can never remember the name is you.
Yeah.
Paul.
Yeah.
Like we said, yell Paul and someone's.
Yeah, someone's gonna answer. Or don't yell. Don't acknowledge him. He's not even here. That's. The song's about being depressed. It's called Vampirous.
Hold on one second.
Nope. See, now the song, what the song's about, I'm that. I'm sad now.
Why is it about being sad? Is it about being sad?
Yeah. It's personifying depression as a vampire.
Oh.
Yeah. Imagery. Imagery.
God damn, you're smart. And pretty. Let's go.
Based on your heart, on your life, drinking your blood, close your eyes. Daylight is gone, say goodnight. Mistress of dark, take my life. Resident toxic, festering veins. The moonlight approaches, calling her name. Out of the ashes, baptized in flame. Venturous rise, search out your brain. Woo! The body is numb, vision's gray. Physically drained, constantly. I am so scared, please help me. Mistress of dark, set me free, free, free. Rise out her subjects, seek out her blood. Seduced and smitten, black out the sun. Rise her subjects, seek out her name. Then to raise the rise, sulfur and flame. Rise and her subjects, seek out her blood. Seduced and smitten, black out the sun. Rise her subjects, seek out her name. Them to raise the rise, soldier in Are our guitars still coming out okay through? Okay, cool. I can't. I don't know.
Guitars.
Yeah, we lost the guitars and the monitors. I don't care. As long as y'all can hear it, then we're cool.
Is it still on? Because if the battery dies,
No, because I can hear my voice.
yeah, you can't, but you can't hear the guitars.
Nah,
No.
it's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine.
You can hear them out here.
We don't ever listen to what we're playing anyway.
I would rather not.
What
hear
else is
myself
new?
if I'm
What
there.
else is different here? Oh boy!
An easy one.
Song is this?
He's watching.
Oh, that. You guys like.
Matt has our set list. We don't even know it.
Yeah, I don't even.
He's just calling out hits.
This song, since I guess this is just story time at this point, just me explaining all our fucking songs. It's like it kind of defeats the point, but whatever. The song's called He's Watching. It's about 1984, the book by George Orwell. If you've read it, you love it. If you haven't read it, you haven't lived. It's really great. Check it out, read it, have fun. Watch the movie. It's hysterical. It was made in like the late 70s, early 80s, so there's a scene with a chick who has like nothing but bush, so you just have to imagine what's there.
Nothing
It's
but
great.
bush.
It's just bush. That's it. Like 100%. My wife and I were watching, we're like, holy fuck, that's
Like
awesome.
trimmed hedges or like?
No, it's,
Oh.
bro, it's literally like if you just walked into like the middle of Perry County and just picked a tree out of the ground
Right.
and just held it in front of somebody and said, yes, now this is movie magic. The song's called He's Watching. Take me from my insanity. Pull me out from that calamity. Rip out my throat so I can scream. And pull me under so I can breathe. I'm closer to the sea. Wanna close my eyes, but there is someone watching me. Wanna live a life, but someone's holding me back. They're holding me back, and there is someone watching. Everybody's broken down, place to go. They're only gonna teach you what they want you to know. People always broke down on this railroad line. Everyone get up, this is my last night. Wishing I could say that everything was okay. But to be honest, I'm just about to break. Big brother's watching me, keeping me in line. Everyone's too hard, but it's our last night. Can't get it out of my head. Can't get it out of my head. I'm dead and I wish my life would end. Wanna run this shit, but I'm locked in this trap. Wanna live a life, but someone's holding me back. They're holding me back, and there is someone watching. Everybody's broken down, a place to go. They're only gonna teach you what they want you to know. People always broke down on this railroad line. Everyone get up, this is my last night. Wishing I could say that everything was okay. But to be honest, I'm just about to break. Big brother's watching me, he's keeping me in line. Everyone's too hard, but this is our last night. Don't trust them. Second guess them. It's time to rise up. And screaming out loud. Everybody's broken down, a place to go. They're only gonna teach you what they want you to know. People always broke down on this railroad line. Everyone get up, this is my last night. Wishing I could say that everything was okay. But to be honest, I'm about to fucking break. Big brother's watching me, he's keeping me in line. Everyone's too hard, but it's our last night. That was the first song that we ever wrote, right? Yeah. Yeah, that was the first song we ever wrote in 2018.
Hey, if you join the Unholy
Unholy
Dead fan club, you will see in a couple weeks I'll post the first time we ever tried to play that together. Lyrics are different.
Oh,
We're all much skinnier.
big, yes.
You won't want to miss that.
There's nothing that I love more than how terrible I was in my youth. 5 years ago or whatever, pre-COVID, like everything seems like a million miles away. Like, it's insane. No, it's super cool. Yeah, the Unholy Dead is our official Defiant fan club. If you go onto our website, we have links there where you can join for as little as $10 per year. That's not monthly, that is annually per year, $10, less than $1 a month. You get access to a bunch of perks. We have a Facebook group that only you have access to. We have a Discord server you only have access to. We're posting a bunch of pictures, behind the scenes of our music video shoots, first looks at our new music. I'm going to be doing weekly live streams myself, just playing along karaoke, singing. It'll be really fun, so join in. And you get a free patch, so we all like patches, right? So,
Sure.
this song is about my favorite fast food restaurant in the entire history of the universe. It's called Wendy. Milk is spinning brave, far here to give your suicidal top love feature. While you live with summer with a gun in your hand. Well, I hate to push the bubble kid, it's only began. Blah, 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 blah. gotta be with you night and day. It's fun. That's what I go home to. I get angry and play this music, and then I go home. It's like ba 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 do do da da do.
What's up?
Who plays the solo at the end of the song?
Albert Halterman. No.
What?
No one. Ace Von Johnson. We don't.
Ace Von Johnson plays the solo. We don't play the solo.
No, seriously.
I'll do a shitty,
I'll-
really.
I mean, I can fuck around.
Shitty, like D-level Ace Von Johnson.
I was about to say, if you want me to, I could just bullshit it.
You want to do the end? Well, I'm gonna do the main solo. You can do
Yeah, I could do the end and sing.
You do the main song.
This will be good. No. This is television. We'll do it
Fuck
live.
it, let's fucking go. Let's go.
This song's called Viva la Revolution. If you haven't boogied in your seat yet, I expect premium boogie action right now. This is the dungeon with the evil man. The people living in the never free again. Come out of the closet, come out of the hole, come out of the hole, we're coming to the hole. Rebels and fighters, the lights to kill. Run in the streets all top of the hill. Open your windows and open your doors. Open your mind to a freedom of thought. Viva la revolution. Viva la revolution. Viva la revolution. Viva la revolution. Raise the voices, bring the flag. Back the symbol to the light never had. Long as the symbol, long as the scheme, long as the hopes and long as the dream. Dancing in the streets like a carnival. Celebrate down the victory now. Drinking the wine from the rich man's cask. This revolution will be the last. Viva la revolution. Viva la revolution. Viva la revolution. Viva la revolution. Let's go. Viva la revolution. Viva la revolution. Viva la revolution. Viva la revolution. Rebels and fighters and lights to kill. Run in the streets on top of the hills. Open your windows and open your doors. Open your mind to a freedom of thought. In the streets of the carnival. Celebrate all the victory now. Drinking the wine from the rich man's cask. This revolution will be the last. Viva la revolution. Viva la revolution. Viva la revolution. Viva la revolution.
Hey, Al. Are you ready? Are you ready?
Viva la revolution. 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 Good enough. I tried. Thanks, guys. Talk real quick, son. So, if you haven't heard and you haven't looked at the graphic at the bottom of your screen because, I don't know, for some reason your left eye doesn't work and your right eye is looking to the right, we are Defiant. We are from your hometown in Pennsylvania. Thank you guys so much for joining us here on the Tempo. This is super fun. This is super homey. You guys are so welcoming to us. If you turn your guitar volume down or something, thank you. Oh, it's probably me, actually. You know what? You know what? It actually is me.
Jesus.
I'm a fool.
I was like,
I'm a fool. Seriously, thank you guys so much for joining us. This has been super fun. It's really great to be playing again. We got more shows coming up this year to be announced. We got music this year to be announced. We got more fun things.
we have nothing to actually announce.
No, we have nothing to physically
No
announce.
dates,
We have
no
stuff. As the kids are saying, big things coming soon. Big emoji eyes. Like heart emoji. Big things coming in 2023. We're going to blow your minds, and I'm going to blow in your trousers. This song is called Free for a Price. We hope you guys enjoy.
Open up your eyes and come alive.
Thanks to the temple. Very much so. You guys did amazing. Everybody at home, you sitting on your butts with your significant other's butt in your hand and a beer in the other hand or another adult soda or a water or a juicy juice. I don't care. You live your life, dude. I'm not your dad. You guys did great. And this one's for you.
Oh,
Thanks.
so now they can go take a pee break,
Yeah,
get a drink, get a snack,
For sure.
and then come back and like
You were gonna play a video?
play like of a good band.
Yeah.
Play a good band.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, so we're
Oh,
gonna
sure.
rearrange some furniture,
Yeah.
and then we're gonna be back for an interview.
Extreme Makeover Defiant Edition.
If you haven't heard us talk nonsense enough, Al's gonna.
I
say-
don't have a personality. I'm just a meat sack that has a bunch of one-liners stored in a hard drive.
All right, play a good dance video.
The microphone is still live. I haven't got there yet. Whoa, that looks horrible. Hold on. I can't do that yet.
Heck yeah!
I can't do that yet. He doesn't like the feedback loop. Hold on.
I like it. It's because you got the RGB cables. The RGB cables have done you in.
Are we still gonna need our headphones?
No, you won't need the headphones and all that.
Thank Christ.
Don't say anything yet. We're still live here. The last song I want to talk about was Right in Front of Me, which is
Right.
that's probably written about your wife as well, right?
Yeah, it's actually, I wrote it on Valentine's Day for her, like the year after, the year we got engaged, and but I definitely feel it. I've definitely felt that. It was really instant that I actually felt really hard for her.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I felt really hard for my wife too. I was telling people earlier we got married really fast.
Yeah, we
it was
did.
Just like, it's just like when you know, and that's why I like that song a lot too. It's just it really just speaks to me in a way. Like I've been married for a very long time now, and I won't out myself, but haven't been playing guitar much longer than that. But anyway, it's like when you know, it's just
Right.
it is
That's
what
awesome,
it
man.
is what it is. So. And I love her to death, and so that's why like that song speaks to me and drives me insane. Like I don't know, dude. I feel like I could have wrote both of those songs about my wife.
Yeah.
And I'm glad you wrote them because they're amazing.
wrote it on
I just-
Valentine's Day. Like,
Yeah.
What is this? Is beautiful.
The
love was in the air.
well,
It just
I don't know if I
spilled
wrote
through.
it on Valentine's Day, but it was presented.
It was a
presented-
ballpark. It all played
presented on
It was a
Valentine's
gift.
Day.
It was
The
a gift.
romance
Yeah,
was in the air. It sounded like
It was actually pretty instant. I like. It was one of the quickest songs I've ever wrote. Like it was honestly that like easy. And one of those like sometimes I have things that I'm like working on for a long time. That one was like okay, I'm going upstairs. I wrote the first verse. I was like, huh. Second verse, I go back upstairs and finish it. Yeah, it was like
Yeah.
2 seconds.
And I just love the chorus. Like it's like life's not complicated, and it's plain to see. I can see forever, baby, right in front of me. And I'm just
Yeah.
like, man, that really speaks to me in a way, like my relationship with my wife. It's just like I freaking love her to death, and I do anything for her, and anything she needs me to do, I'm there for her, and I feel that in that song, man. I feel that in
Yeah.
that song.
That's awesome.
When the inspiration's that powerful, it's just like almost
Yeah,
just creates
yeah.
itself. Like you know where this is coming from, and it just lays right out before you.
Oh
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah.
I honestly am so happy I married her. She played in a band with Jake.
Oh, really?
Yeah, isn't that funny?
Yep.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah,
Yep.
she was their bass player.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah, it's so
Guys, I was
it's
playing
so-
some tapes of that band a
Yeah.
while ago.
Yeah.
No, that's totally awesome.
Yeah.
Killing with no regrets. Just around in my head every moment, 7 days a week. Baby, look at futures now. Let's go out and make it count. And I don't believe that we shall be. It's not so complicated, and I hope you see. I can see forever, baby, right in front of me. It's not so complicated, and I hope you see. I can see forever, baby, right in front of me. This was just flow out. You broke new ground, and I don't believe that I'll ever cease. Baby, there's the futures now. Let's go out and make it count. Every moment, 7 days a week. It's not so complicated, and I hope you see. I can see forever, baby, right in front of me. It's not so complicated, and I hope you see. I can see forever, baby, right in front of me. It's not so complicated, and I hope you see. I can see forever, baby, right in front of me. It's not so complicated, and I hope you see. I can see forever, baby, right in front of me. It's not so complicated, and I hope you see. I can see forever, baby, right in front of me. It's not so complicated, and I hope you see. I can see forever, baby, right in front of me. Looking back, never listen, nothing. I'll never see this was you again. As I love truly expired, I thought I was everything that you desired. Still I hear your voice, and sometimes they're calling from my head. They say, just let me go. Still I hear your voice, and sometimes they're calling from my head. They say, just let me go. Looking back, never listen, nothing. I'll never say this was you again. As I love truly expired, I thought I was everything that you desired. Still I hear your voice, and sometimes they're calling from my head. They say, just let me go. Still I hear your voice, and sometimes they're calling from my head. They say, just let me go. for sale now. Never hurts to let you know. You always play the victim. Your empathy's so true. There is no service in your mind when you're in chaos all the time. You're always spinning your lies, 'cause you've been catered all your life. You fell in love with vengeance, your jealousy is true. You act like you're my friend, but I know that's not so. There is no service in your mind when you're in chaos all the time. You're always spending your life, 'cause you've been catered your whole life. There's nothing steady about the person I've become. I'm running loser every day. I know it's steady go or personal appeal, but I'm okay. Something personal. I'm not too credible. Something personal. I'm not too credible. Not too credible. Marijuana's in fall, but never on my street. It's getting grayer every day. Right now I struggle just to get up on my feet, but I'm okay. Something personal. I'm not too credible. Something personal. I'm not too credible. Not too credible.
Do so. Now we have sound.
Now we have sound.
Now we have sound. Alright.
Do we though?
Too many mute buttons.
If
There's
we
too
don't
many
have
mute
sound,
buttons. in here.
somebody.
Excuse me,
Somebody
Mr. Man,
yelled
can
out.
I have my face on that screen so I can look at myself?
Oh yeah, I'll get that for you. I'll get that for you.
All right.
All right, there. Now you can see
Yeah.
yourself.
Perfect.
And if anybody over there wants to see it, hold on.
This way.
Dude, oh my god,
Oh,
we got a
look
screen.
at
There you
this.
go. Now
There's
everybody,
so
now
many
everybody can
screens.
see
I'm looking
themselves.
at
Now it's
screens
Inception.
inside of
Now
screens.
it's in session. Everybody can see each other.
I'm gonna watch.
You can see
that
what
screen.
you're doing on the screen.
I'm watching that screen.
You can see
from
that
this
screen.
That's
There's
it.
too many
That's
screens.
my
That's like
focus.
10
Too many
pounds,
screens.
right?
Oh, great.
All right, everyone. Thank
That's
you
what
for.
That's what I'm saying it is. It adds it like here live.
Yeah, it's different.
60
So.
pounds.
60
It's really
pounds?
weird,
Okay.
yeah.
No, I actually will look healthy then.
Lisa's got her phone going. So.
No, I just wanted to check your audio level.
Oh,
You're
make sure it's
You're
good. Is it good?
Yeah,
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah, we're barely
Flaming
touching
users.
yellow when I speak loudly for such a loud.
Scandalous.
I love it. I love it. Honestly, there's two things that I love in this world: being gay and doing crime.
Yes.
Okay,
I'm
cool.
not argue with that.
Listen.
Yeah, I'm not arguing with that either.
I mean, the specific crime. Well, it's not even a crime anymore.
No, it's not.
Anyway, welcome back, guys. I
That was
thank you
fun.
for being patient with us.
Super
There's a
people.
lot of people in this room right now, and the camera angles were a little tough to get going. We've got Defiant here, the full band, 4 people. We got everybody from Effigy Entertainment here as well. So this promises to be fun. I hope everyone enjoys this interview. I'm going to start out. I'm going to let you guys, Defiant, you guys go ahead and tell us who you are, band member names, and what you guys play, and then we'll kind of go from there.
Ooh, my name is Pablo Escobar Jr. And I'm free. I'm Big Al. I play guitar. I do vocals in the band.
I'm sure I play guitar.
I'm Paul, and I am the drummer wherever I'm supposed to look.
That's, the camera's over there. I don't even think you can see it.
We're right here.
Love the drum kit.
I just keep looking at Al on the TV.
Yeah.
It's pretty-
Yeah.
It's a good view, honestly.
It
This
is,
side,
it is.
it's good.
I might need a blanket in my laps.
Listen, if
Come
I
on,
start
right
pitching a
back
tent, nobody's talking.
No, you gotta go. No, you have to
You
go.
have to speak.
Whole base.
Paul Mace. It's his name and what he does all.
Ooh, that's a great name. Whole base.
That's your rock star
stage
name, yeah,
That's it.
that's for
It's
sure.
Paul Mace now.
Yeah. Silent Paul, I don't know, man. Silent Paul is hard to beat.
Yeah, we'll keep that one.
Yeah.
Silent Paul?
It's just
Now,
happenstance
if
that
you
his last name
Well,
ended
you
up
got a
being
J.
Mace and
I
he
mean, if it
plays
just
true.
goes with J and Silent Paul, you got the whole
Yeah.
thing.
It's true.
Jay and Silent Paul. There we go.
So I've been pegging you guys as hardcore punk. Is
Yeah.
that what you would call yourselves?
Sure.
Yeah, absolutely. I think like in the beginning we tried to like slate ourselves as more like hard rock, heavy metal in like your Godsmack vein in your late 90s, what you would consider hard rock, heavy metal. But I just think as we've played, as our sound has kind of evolved, we're just like a new age punk band. What I think a successor to your 70s and 80s punk scene would end up being.
Hey Jesse, will you and Al switch places?
Wait, what's that?
Just switch places.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Is it-
I'm just
Come
looking
in,
at the
big
monitor.
boy.
Hold on.
Al's almost cut off.
go.
If he leans a little bit to the left, he's gonna get cut off.
Hey, we're back.
Being bad.
From a different position.
I just wanted him more in the center of the frame when the
Life
camera
is
comes
better
out
with
there.
different positions.
You gotta
So
switch it up every so often.
I'm telling you.
We
So
didn't
more-
get Jesse's good side. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
This
well,
is it.
last week he was
You know what they
completely
say.
cut off in that chair. That was my bad. I
Maybe
didn't even
my
notice.
ability to get the ladies in here.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Tragic.
So you guys recently signed to a record label, is that right, or has that been longer that you've been signed to that? Can you talk about that? I don't know.
Yeah, it was June of 2020. It was during lockdown. We actually signed with Curtain Call Records.
Okay, how's that experience been? I've never been signed to a label.
It's not the Mercuries and Polygrams of the 80s. It's not like, they're not throwing a bunch of cash and stuff at us, but what they do more now is online promotions. They get our music heard probably in markets that maybe we wouldn't otherwise, and moving forward, they also fully manage us as far as they're working on tours and getting us outside of our area a little bit. That was slow on the uptake just because of COVID. I mean, opportunities were tough, and then it's just picking the right one for us because of what you said. We can swing a lot of ways who we play with, but what's the right audience for us to get in front of is always the easiest.
We played some really rough shows. Like,
Oh.
We played great, but we did not go over well.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's all part of the process. I think Curtain Call also has been a very good wealth of knowledge to stuff we're just not privy to as normal people who happen to play music. Just the inner workings of the industry is so complex and complicated. Sometimes you just need somebody on the outside to be able to guide you.
Especially now.
So what is
Especially now.
the worst
Everything's
gig you played? I wanna
Black
revisit
Dahlia
that.
murder.
Yeah, Black
Oh,
Dahlia.
we had no
Dahlia
business
murder.
on that bill.
Yeah,
None.
yeah, for sure. As far as like sound is concerned, yeah, they did not. They looked at us and they're like, "Who are these clowns?"
Could not wait
Like,
to get off stage.
we could have been the Backstreet Boys.
But they were nice.
They were
nice.
very
Everyone
good.
was really
Fingers,
cool.
no-
We didn't
nothing
get
was thrown
attacked or
out.
annihilated, but yeah,
We didn't get hit with batteries or anything.
that was our first. That was our like, we should not be here.
It was rough.
So that was the and what was your best show that you played?
Jesus, I don't
So many, dude.
It's like the hardest question to answer.
know. It
ever.
is.
I know.
No, I saw you guys play at Mickey's Black Box. That was
That-
the first.
that-
That was the first time I saw you guys play, and that was pretty great show actually.
The Small Town Titan show we just did.
Oh, yeah, that
that was
was
a
awesome.
really good show. Great crowd.
We played a couple of
December, yeah.
we played a couple of really great shows at JV's. It sounded really great.
Texas Hippie was a good show.
Texas Hippie was a really cool one.
From Ashes to New was a good one.
From Ashes to New was a fun one, yeah.
That was right
Sure.
before
The
lockdown.
second time we played
Right
with
before.
Yeah,
the second time we played with Puddle of Mud at that amphitheater.
yeah, that was
It
fun.
was really fun.
Heck yeah, right?
Was that before or after he had like that?
After.
It was
Well, I mean, there's lots of befores.
but then he also, like, during that show, ended up having a meltdown during the show
Yeah.
because he kept having light shine in his face, or it smelled like
I
up
never heard
there
that.
or something.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
he had like a bad breakdown. I think he went to the hospital, but he was supposed to play in my old hometown that nobody else would know. But there's a town around here called Marietta, but there's one in Ohio, and that's where he was supposed to have played. And a bunch
I know
of my
where Marietta
friends
is. I grew up beside there.
in Marietta, Ohio.
In Ohio?
No, this Marietta.
Oh yeah, this Marietta we know where it's at, but there's one in Ohio that I live
Oh, I
in.
misunderstood.
And
my
that's
bad.
that's where he had his breakdown. I had a bunch of friends that were supposed to go to that Muddle of Pud show.
That's
Yeah,
Muddle
Muddle
of Mud sounds right, actually.
Muddle of
That's
Pud.
what it was after the
I want to
breakdown.
see that.
That was who performed that Nirvana cover. That was
Yes.
Muddle of Pud.
Muddle of Pud. But they were supposed to go to that show and then they were disappointed because all of that fell apart. But anyway.
That'll be the future tribute band for Public Life.
Yeah.
That'll
That's
Muddle
what
of
we're
Pud.
We got a
If
couple.
things go downhill, actually, you know,
A
it's like you're just gonna be
total- that's
Muddle
what
of
we
Blood.
just call it.
I have a
Muddle of
stage
Mud.
spot
I'd
waiting
say,
for
yeah,
him.
next album, honestly.
For Puddle of Mud, Reese?
Muddle of Pud.
Muddle of Pud.
Yeah,
Muddle
so
of
I got,
Pud.
yeah, we're
Pu-
gonna.
Puddle of Mud tribute band, Muddle of Pud.
Yeah.
Is it a
Reese has
tribute?
got a space for you.
Is it a tribute or is it
Yeah,
a
pretty
parody?
good.
Yeah,
Or a
that
satire.
Oh, see, if it was a parody band, they could just sing songs about penises. It would
That
be great.
interesting.
So they'd be
Parody
big
band
handsome.
would be like
It would just be a 90s like a post grunge, early
Yeah,
2000s post
yeah.
grunge.
I'm liking it. Somebody's got to make this. Okay, anyone
Like Steel-
watching, make this happen.
Like Steel Panther has the market on lockdown with like the 80s, like the Sunset Strip, like uber Aquanet
Yeah.
hair,
Yeah.
hair metal thing.
Yeah.
So now there needs to be a next generation of like a grunge and post grunge era.
Well, that's coming. Like everything comes back. Like when the generation's kids get in, like older, like it should be grunge coming up really, really
Well,
soon.
I mean, I don't know. I think it might be the 80s because then you have like one of the huge bands right now is Greta Van Fleet.
yeah.
So,
So
like,
in the 80s,
Led
it's happening
Zeppelin,
right now,
I
but
mean-
probably another five
Well-
to 10 years, it'll be grunge.
Honestly, if
There's not many
you
left, but-
keep up with any of the Gen Z punk bands right now, it is.
Yeah. It's,
Yeah.
They're already in it.
It's
Yeah,
so
And that's why I love them.
grunge.
I'm booking everyone I can get
Yeah.
because they're just like they're so into that sound.
Yeah,
So
hardcore is
many.
really coming back.
Yeah.
So many that we've worked with.
Big
Yeah.
legs. It's really cool.
We actually have some coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah, March 24th. That's
This is our show. Don't advertise.
No, I know we're
No.
not. We're not advertising for anyone else. This is Defiant.
No, I'm just
Um,
saying. We got-
so you guys just recently recorded a music video. I saw that on Facebook.
Last
How was?
weekend.
If you're
when is
not
that
a part
releasing?
of the Unholy Dead, you can't see any of it. Or,
We can only
You
say
can't- you
so
can't.
Join the
much,
fan
yeah,
club.
join the fan club. You
or
get
the
behind
label
the
will
scenes.
kill us.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's super fun. It
No.
was super cool.
It was a good video.
Yeah, it was very
Cool.
fun.
Well, you'll have to make sure we know when that's coming out for everybody. So that
As soon as I know.
As soon as you don't even know.
No.
Hey, they keep you in the dark.
So follow them on social media. Then you'll eventually see it. You'll
Yes,
eventually
eventually
know.
you'll see it.
On the Unholy
Or
Dead.
join the fan club. I put that in the comments too. The link for your
Thank
webpage
you.
is in the
Thank
comments.
I think the plan is sometime. I would bet at this point it's probably more early February for the single, and then sometime in the spring for the whole EP.
Okay, cool. Well, we'll be definitely watching. I'm gonna if I'm allowed to, if you'll let me play them songs on my live stream Saturday mornings, I'd love to play
Yes,
some of those.
when we're
When they
allowed to
come
out.
let
When we're
you.
allowed
Yeah,
to.
when
When
you're
we're
allowed to
allowed
tell
let
us.
you, yeah.
So tell it. You mentioned the fan club. I saw the fan club tiers, and I saw that on Facebook. Tell us more about it. You were mentioning it in the when we were doing the music part. Tell us more about that. Like, how does it work? What are the tiers?
Paul B, why don't you tell us about
Bobby,
the fan
you
club?
want to talk?
Paul C, tell us about the fan club.
I don't remember all the tiers 100%, but
What do we pay you for?
wait, I get paid?
No. And this is why.
Yes.
Well, first, I don't even
We
remember
pay
how
you an
many
exposure.
tiers there
Oh,
were.
there's 5 tiers.
Yeah.
So, like, it was the labels. I'm not gonna lie, they pretty much said you have to have a fan club by January 1st. So we set one up, and we decided not to go like the Patreon route, which is a lot of people do. One, because I think the monthly payment is a barrier to some people, like to pay every month. And honestly, Patreon takes 10%, so why do that? So we just kind of did it ourselves. We're a do-it-yourself type situation.
And it's an annual fee.
Yeah,
So
so we did
whatever
an
tier that you choose, it's a one-time fee for the year.
And it's a rolling 12 months. It's not like if you join in June, you only get 6 months. It's a rolling 12 months. So, and like Al said, for the lowest level is $10 for the year for 12 months, and you get access to, you get a free patch, fan club only patch, and then you get, we have a Facebook group where we, like you said, we put snippets of our music video behind the scenes stuff there, so you heard a little bits of the song that hasn't out there yet, and then, there's a Discord server, which is really, I'm excited about that once that gets going. I think it's going to be a slow build, but once it gets going,
Yeah.
because it sections conversations into different like rooms and everything, and it's a lot easier to track things, and like this is where shows will be announced, this is where we so yeah, that's the big, and then it goes on up from there, you know, levels up to, I think the top level, yeah, it's $250 a year, and we actually had 2 people sign up for it so far, and you get hoodie, a t-shirt,
multiple passes to shows,
10 shows where we guest list you in the 12 months, and we'll mail you all sorts of.
which, to be completely honest, for 10 shows in a year, like, I know $250 sounds like a lot of money, and by all means I'm not pressing everybody to do the 250 level. It's extremely generous for you to do that for what is essentially a central Pennsylvania hard punk band, but the amount of money that tickets are for shows nowadays anyways is going to amount to that, and then maybe some. I mean, if you think for, in no disrespect to bands, like a mid-tier band coming to JB Lovedraft's or Lovedraft's Brewing Company, it's going to be $25 a ticket.
Yes.
And if you're going to take a date, you're spending $50 plus your food and your bar tab and all that. So for you to be guest listed to our shows, and I mean, we booked some pretty cool shows. We booked with some really great bands. To be just have the tickets out of the way, that money just freed up. It's really cool.
And of course, it's like any other tiered thing too. Like if you get top tier, you're getting everything that's included.
Yes.
In all the tiers leading up to it as well. So every tier is an add-on, but you get everything from the prior tiers as well.
In my opinion, I think it's a great way for you guys to generate revenue. It's really hard for original bands to get revenue from shows that they play. So if you have like a fan club tier, there are people, like you said, 2 people signed up for the top tier, which is very generous of them. But I mean, in their mind, if they're coming to your shows pretty frequently, it might save them money. They, all the perks that come with that. So
it certainly will save money for sure.
With the Discord server and the Facebook group and the patches and everything, like what we're looking to prove not only to ourselves but to the fans that do invest in us, that we are redistributing that money back into the band. It's not just going into our pockets then into my beer fridge. It's going back into the band, and it's going back into making our shows better, our performances better, us as people better, and to bring you guys a better show. And by you guys supporting us, we're going to be supporting you right back with all these perks. Again, I think the Discord server is really where you're going to want to be. My weekly live streams are going to be super fun. We're going to be doing a bunch of karaoke stuff, playing songs that you wouldn't necessarily hear Defiant play. I play a lot of 70s stuff. I play a lot of 60s stuff, a lot of hippie stuff. My wife sings like a bird, and I'm going to force her at gunpoint to get the mic and sing Evanescence covers. All of it. You will love it.
Well, that sounds exciting. So.
And like you said, you guys have been opening for some seriously killer acts too. You guys have been on some awesome bills. So
We have blast.
being able to just have that out of the way, like you said, and you're getting some incredible shows along with it.
Yeah.
So not really a bad deal at all.
And again,
the patch. The patch.
You don't have
patch
to
is
do
cool. I
Everybody
love
loves a patch.
Is the patch like a special patch?
Yeah.
or-
Yeah, and actually we had, if you know Eternal Frequency, Mel, singer, and Justin started a,
Graphic design.
yeah, they just do lots of help promoting with bands promotion. They do poster design. They do lyric videos. Mind Trip Media came to me. They had a business study started Mind Trip Media, and actually Mel designed the logo for it. I went to her and I said, "Can you design me a logo for this fan club? I want to start it January 1st." So, like to have our friends and another local band kind of contribute to it is really cool. So it's a totally it doesn't say Defiant with the typical Defiant logo. It is a totally separate logo.
It's
and
specifically for the.
yeah.
Okay, cool.
So the T-shirt and the hoodie and the patch are all like, you cannot buy that at our merch booth or on our merch store unless you join the fan club. Like they won't just be for sale otherwise. So if you see somebody out with the Unholy Dead patch on,
You already know. You know what's up, man.
they're funding Al's beer fridge. Yeah.
Exclusive.
I drink Blue Moon.
Blue Moon, really? I'm not gonna.
Listen, you walk into a beer store and you see 15 cans, $20, and it's not piss Bud Light. I'm gonna buy it every time.
Oh well, that's awesome. I'm glad that we're thinking outside the box for revenue generation. But other shirts and stuff. I know you guys gave me the shirt, which I appreciate.
Yes.
I love the logo, by the way.
There we go.
with
Now
the
you got a
NRQK.
Defiant shirt. There we
Yeah,
go.
and then you have a Defiant shirt on,
Yes.
right?
The Wendy's shirt.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
sure.
Okay, we got a beanie. We got a
We got a
hoodie.
beanie.
Oh, sorry.
Me and
Look at
Paul
all
B are the only
merch
ones
you
not
can
pouring
get.
out today.
This is
I saw a
merchandise you
backpack
can get.
too, right? Like somebody has a backpack.
Oh, I have. Yeah, that's just for me.
Oh, that's just for you, so you can't buy the backpack. Okay.
No.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
There's a limit to the merch.
And
Wait a minute, is there a market for backpacks?
Yeah, it's
Because-
doing one in backpack.
I mean,
There's a bunch of
bro,
people walking
I'd
around with
say
like custom
there's-
shirts. too.
yeah, I'd buy
Yeah.
a backpack.
Yeah.
I'd buy a
My,
backpack.
so my wife went to fashion school. She went to college for fashion merchandising. If you want a degree in fashion merchandising, I guess. But I mean, it does pay off because she actually does custom shirts for us. So if you buy a shirt from Defiant and you want it customized in whatever way you want, I know she's done a bunch of like back weaves for people, or she's cut because they are universal tees. So I know a lot of women who are more well endowed. It's a little bit tight, so she'll cut out the chest and give you a weave up front, down the sides, stuff like that. She'll do bleach jobs. She did a bunch of Halloween ones with like jack-o'-lantern faces on them and stuff.
We didn't do that on purpose at all. Make them tight. No.
There was no
I did see you guys were
underlying-
selling a thong at your booth. Was that?
It's not a thong. It's a
It's not-
bikini.
oh, it's a bikini,
classy.
okay.
It's silky
Well, I didn't
black.
pick it up and check the backside of it, but it looked.
Somebody bought one of our pairs of underwear and threw it at us on stage.
Yes.
They paid $10 for a pair of underwear to
But
throw
now
it
you
back
can
at
sell
us.
That actually
Yeah, so
sounds
that's
like
what it is,
amazing.
yeah.
That's punk as fuck.
Stage
actually.
used underwear.
Imagine like
I was thinking
how
yes,
how
but
unrockstar is it to
that
have your
pair is
own
15.
underwear thrown at you? Like it's not even somebody else's underwear; it's your underwear being thrown.
It's like somebody coming back in with your pick and saying you dropped it.
yes, yeah.
Here you dropped it.
I hear.
Yeah, like you would expect it to be somebody else's band's.
I have this receipt. I have eaten the food, but I would like my money back. Thank you.
Yeah.
I like the stage used underwear point. You add a couple bucks to it now. That one's not
Sure.
10. That one's 13. It was only stage.
I mean that's what you do on eBay.
Yeah.
Like
So I would like you guys to sign my vinyl up there.
Absolutely.
I've got the Anarchy EP up there. Paul, can you reach up there and grab that?
For $13.
Oh,
See,
That's
yeah,
the going
yeah.
rate right
Is that
now.
pretty-
right?
that the
Costs a
sign
little
rate?
bit. Everything costs a little
It's-
How
bit.
do you have this
Second
hanging on here?
Oh, you can just pull it off. You can just pull it off. It's
Bend
on.
over, big boy.
just
Oh,
grab
it's
the
on.
vinyl,
I
yeah.
gotcha.
Yeah, you'll have to unwrap it because I left it in the.
as soon as he touches
another
it,
dollar,
it goes up
dude.
a dollar.
Oh, man.
It's like
Labor is expensive
You're building the
nowadays.
tally here now.
Yeah.
Like,
Do a little mark. See how that looks on that black on the
Do it on the
Molotov.
backside.
Yeah.
It's
See how
tested.
it looks first. Yeah, test it to see how.
I was like, you're using a highlighter. You're.
Ah, it's not gonna.
visible.
So shit. Here, try this one.
You need a.
If it doesn't work, I got a pink marker, and that's just gonna have
Perfect.
to be what it is.
Don't even try to do it.
I couldn't find a
Same.
black one. No, that didn't work either. Shit. All right, try that. We're just gonna go through all the markers.
We
You know
gotta
what's
get, like,
awesome is I'm colorblind, so I don't even know if I'm telling
Does
you.
it look good? Does it look good?
No.
No, fuck. I think I might be totally screwed. Anybody got a? Here's purple.
We just
We're gonna go through all the colors of the rainbow.
All the colors of
Yeah,
the
we need
rainbow.
all the
the
colors
black,
behind us
the
over here.
gold.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure it would work on not the black.
Yeah, try it on one of the like.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, like
okay.
anywhere.
Go
Do you just
for it.
want me to sign it in purple?
Yeah, just sign it in purple. Let's see how it goes.
Did it work?
Yeah.
Oh.
Ah, there you go. Here, you sign it in pink, Al. We'll just
You
do the
know-
rainbows.
You know
We'll
what I
just
love
have
about this
rainbow
EP
colors.
though?
Wait, give me yellow or green.
If highlighters work.
Well, now I don't know if the highlight.
Oh,
those
those
are sharp.
Yeah, just do that. Just do that.
Pink, actually.
Just do the sharpies.
You know what I love about this EP though? The way that you guys named it, the Anarch EP.
It's very funny.
Anarch EP.
It's
oh
very
my God.
funny.
Oh my God, I see what you did there.
I think I was driving in his car when he messaged
I
us
did.
that.
After a
I
really
got
long
it.
practice, I was sick. Oh no, it was after we were recording
Oh,
for
right.
like 5 hours of me doing vocals, and I was blown. I was just like,
Hey, I appreciate you.
dying.
Ah,
What do we
we
call the
appreciate
EP?
you.
I
Thank
said, I
you,
got
sir.
it.
Well, it's going back on the wall, and then everybody will see it on every one of my programs with the camera facing.
You're up to
it.
like $27, just so you know.
Oh, just put it on my tab.
Make it 30. Just throw him a tip in there too while you're at it.
Yeah, let's make it an even 30.
DoorDash driver fee.
So, all right. Now I want to talk a little bit about your songs.
Yes.
So the first song you played was "Dust the Democracy." That is probably my favorite song from you guys. I just love that. I think we had it on our
Yeah, we
radio program for like 3 weeks straight.
Nice.
Because I like that. When it was always up in the top like 6 songs that I was playing.
I think
'cause-
that's the first song Curtain Call chose to release
Yeah.
under
When
that
we
as well.
re-released the Anarch EP on Curtain Call, they
That was
chose
the first
that.
one they did,
Yeah,
yeah.
they chose that as a single.
That was one of the first songs you wrote. One of them. Was watching Wendy. That song. The original lyrics were very bad.
Oh my God, succulent.
My daddy was a kingpin.
Daddy was a kingpin. Succulent.
Succulent.
Oh, I'm so glad I wasn't part of this band.
Nobody here wrote the original. Like, okay, so Paul C was not the original drummer, and I'm not gonna go. Like, if you were on the Unholy Dead, I posted our very first promo picture, and I blacked him out. The first drummer. I don't.
You know
wanna-
who you
Yeah, was that the
You
McDonald's?
know.
Yeah, if you're watching,
You know who you were.
are. Hit us up.
No,
Call me.
hit us up. Yeah, fuck you.
Yeah.
But he's like, I wrote the main riff to it. He's like, can I try my hand at writing some lyrics? An hour.
Like an orphaned child, this grown man walks up to me in his reading glasses halfway down his nose with a scrap of paper. The frills of the ends of his notebook paper still hanging on. He didn't even like peel them off all nice and neat. Shaking, hands it to me. If you don't like them, I won't be mad, but I would be honored if you would go off of them. At the end of practice, he ends up calling me a little kid and yells at me.
So
man.
as soon as he was gone, like I think the next practice we're like we're
Nope.
rewriting these
We
fucking
scrapped
lyrics,
so
and
much.
then Al did what became Dust. The
Yes.
Yeah, and I really like the music, the idea of the song, the lyrics and everything in there. I mean, what was your inspiration, Al, for some of the?
So it's just world news. There was a lot of is currently, but at that time I was just watching a lot of news and just getting really frustrated at the way America's kind of operating. And I won't get super like political in either one way or the other. I just think there's a lot of problems that we have in our government, and there's a lot of things that we need to fix, a lot of things we need to tweak, and a lot of things we need to revise. So in my philosophy, dusting the democracy is completely clean slating it, starting over from the beginning. I mean, America's a young country. If you think about it, we're a little over 200 years old. The UK and Great Britain has been around for 1,000 years, and they're, they've probably remodeled and revised quite a bit since the colonial times. We have not done that much. Now, technology in the world has exponentially gotten faster in how much we progress over the time. But yeah, I just think it's time for some change. Maybe a changing of the guard. Maybe the fact that somebody who's also collecting Social Security is not have to have their chair for 30 years.
Someone younger, maybe?
Somebody who remembered a separate
Oh man, term limits.
water fountain.
Someone who
Maybe
didn't grow up
should-
without a
maybe-
telephone in their
Yeah,
house.
somebody
perhaps?
who literally gets confused, bothered, and scared when they see a colored man and a white woman together should not be making executive decisions on how this country is operated.
Well,
You may have a point there.
I could go on this topic forever,
Yeah.
but we can just keep going, and that's why I wanted to bring you guys on here too, because I mean I'm 100% on board with a lot of the stuff, a lot of the lyrics in here, and then in the next song, this song Crusades, I'm bringing that one up because holy shit, dude, I've been waiting for somebody to write this song for my entire life.
If
This one's been in court already.
If
Has
there's
it really?
if there's
We're not commenting.
Yeah, let's not talk about that.
I will
it's
say
an open
that
case. It's an open case.
it
It's an
has
open
been
case.
used against
Yeah.
us. Yes.
If there's one thing I love more than history, it is confrontation.
Yes.
And I love stirring the pot. But I also like. Okay, so Dust of Democracy, or I'm sorry, Crusades is when you look at Crusades at face value and you just read the lyrics verbatim, is a very graphic song. It's a very intense song. There's a lot of really scary words and images in there. I mean, we'll quote it. It is murder their children, rape all their women, all in the name of God. Out of context is a very, very bad line. And it makes me look like a very, very questionable person with questionable values. But it's a serious thing that happened. And if we don't want to repeat history, we have to remember it. Crusades is about the Crusades on Jerusalem that Europeans took across the Middle East. Granted, not that the Middle East was without their own faults in this circumstance, but when they came across the Middle East and destroyed, pillaged, and vilified the Middle East, it was a pilgrimage from God to murder people. And it's something that, like the greater Christian religion likes to forget happened and push under the rug, like a lot of controversies that the Christians like to push under the rug. So it's just a song about bringing that to light, is like, this is stuff that has happened. For people who think that, oh, the world's just so evil nowadays, the world's so vile, it's these video games and these books and these TV shows and these movies. Nah, dude. People were literally whacking sticks against rocks and also looking up and being like, God wants me to murder. And that's fine by me.
The thing I always like to remind people of is more people were killed in the name of God in history as a whole than any other reason.
Oh,
Absolutely.
God and oil.
Yeah.
Like, whether it's
sometimes both at the same
whether
time.
it's the Christian God, the Jewish Yahweh, or
Religion in
Allah,
general
whatever.
has,
Yeah.
Everybody has their
has
that
shed
idea,
more
like
blood
that
than
crosses
anything.
cultures.
Yeah,
Like,
theology.
everybody's God is greater than your God, and I'll go to war and on his name.
Ricky
It's like
Gervais
that's
had a
happened throughout
very-
history. So.
Non-stop.
Non-stop.
It'll never go away.
Yeah,
I was
it's
watching.
never gonna
I was
lose.
watching an interview with Ricky Gervais. He was, I think it was Stephen Colbert, and he was like,
Yes.
"Hey, I'm an atheist, and do you believe in God?" The Christian guy, like, "Yes, I do." I was like, "Okay, cool. So you believe in one more God than I do. I believe in none of the gods that you believe in plus one." And that all of a sudden makes me a terrible person. Like, it's a crazy thing. Now, granted, I'm a man of faith. I'm not saying like I'm practicing. I don't go to church every Sunday and everything, but I believe there's some sort of higher power out there. But I'm not going to shove that down anybody's throat. But at the same time, I'm not going to stray away from the fact that Christians have done bad things. They do it a lot. They aren't really punished for them that well. This is a song about that. Defiant is all about pushing boundaries, pushing
Defiant?
envelopes. Defiant?
Define is define the convention here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, when you take a religious idea at face value, like something like the teachings of Jesus, I mean, obviously the teachings of Jesus, as they're written, are actually pretty good things. Love one another, love your neighbor, don't persecute, don't judge.
Basic compassion, man.
But it's almost like the opposite for a lot of
Yeah.
stuff, and it was the opposite clearly during the Crusades when they were just going to take back the Holy Land, right?
It's when you translate and translate and translate and translate the same thing and reinterpret and reinterpret and rewrite and revise, things are going to get crossed over. You ever played telephone when you were in when you were in school? You start with a sentence, you pass it down a line of kids whispering, by the end of it it's going to sound like something completely different. It's the exact same thing that happens with a lot of literature, especially in that era when a king at knife point points to the Greeks and says, translate this into English, you're all eviscerated. Who's to say at that point in time that the Greeks just didn't say, you know what? we're gonna write a big fairy tale and say we translated it
Yep.
1-to-1. You know, it's stuff you should think, man. That's what I'm here to do. Make you think, make you boogie.
I like it. I like it.
Well, and there was another song that you have, I think maybe on the second album, the one with the white cover it's got Knuckle Duster on it, right? Is that the one?
Yep, the right
So in Knuckle Duster, I really like that song, but you say pick a god and pray.
Yes.
And so I mean that just, in my opinion, if you're taking a religion at face value, or you're taking the actual words and riddance, like all the religions actually have a lot of things to help you improve your life on.
Mm-hmm.
It's when people get it and start using it to make money or using it to claim land or claim other things that it starts getting corrupted. I mean, I myself have been religious. I belonged to a cult at one point, but we won't get into that.
What?
Thank God you didn't drink the Kool-Aid.
Well, we need another interview now.
Camera, we have
So-
to get into that.
So but there was really
That's
good
awesome.
reasons to be
They
part
had
of that
drinks,
because
he said,
it made me a better person because I was reading stuff at face value. Now when you started to uncover the layers of that cult and the things that they would do to their membership or the things that they would do to people outside their membership that didn't believe the same things they did, that's when you peel back the layers and you realize, hey, this isn't a good place for me to be in, and I should get out of it. And that's why I'm no longer part of it. And I could say it was Mormon religion. I was a Mormon.
I was about to say,
it's a more acceptable cult.
I was going to ask, how is
I
Tom
was
Cruise
about to say
in person?
LDS. Were you
Yeah, I mean it's the same thing. I'm just gonna call them Mormons because they don't like that.
So
They
how
don't
was
like it when you
Utah
call
for
them
you?
Mormons. So yeah, I went to their religious school and everything.
I love
That's
that
where I got
for
my
you.
degree.
I'm so happy.
Did you have magic underwear?
Oh yeah, dude. They have
Yeah.
magic underwear, and they actually believe it protects you too. Like,
Yeah.
it protects you physically from
Soaking.
damage.
So
One
Not
of my-
true.
very
One of my
fun
best
woman
friends got away
Really
from
bizarre.
that. Like
Yeah,
she's
that is
only 22,
Yeah, it's
23
really-
right now, and
Wow.
she like half of her family won't talk to her anymore. It's really fun.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
they
Well,
ostracize
the
you.
brothers
You can
underwear,
divide
I mean,
families.
there's
Absolutely.
some
Same
more
way
than
politics
that.
can.
Yeah.
So I mean that's the kind of stuff that religion does. Is it does brainwash a lot of people, and I left primarily because of their views on LGBT community and how they're evil and they're ruining life.
Listen,
and
if you're
et cetera.
using your religion to vilify
Oh,
people, then you've
I mean,
defeated
yeah,
the
we're
whole
all-
purpose of
we're all
having
the
a
worst.
religion
Like,
to begin with.
Correct.
Like, it should be
Right.
a better.
Let's not like.
I wake
yeah,
up in the
so-
morning and just figure out how am I going to destroy someone's life. Like that's my mission.
I'm gonna make every straight white man uncomfortable today. That is my number one
No, that's
priority.
fun.
Be gay and commit crimes.
Hey, real quick, anyone watching the Twitch stream, like, comment and tell me if it's freezing for you because it seems to be.
Is Twitch?
It might just be my signal, but it just
Ah,
is on.
I
That's
can tell
very
if anybody's
possible.
watching it because they send the.
There
There
was.
is somebody.
Yeah,
Dave,
there was.
That's my brother.
Okay.
Oh,
Yay!
I don't know
Look
if I'm
at
allowed
that.
to say that.
Thanks.
Anyway,
Thanks,
Dave
Dave.
is watching that.
Too late.
Yeah, you
now.
Hi, Dave.
But he can
Sharpie.
see. He can see on OBS if he has drop frames.
Does Dave have any questions?
Yeah, Dave.
Oh, I'm sure he has a bunch.
Okay.
Dave, ask away, dude.
Yeah, if he had any questions.
Hey, you know, now we have this like kind of rolling that way. That's great too. If anybody does want to throw a comment in there, it's like have at it,
Anybody in
right?
any of the
Like,
streams, if you have
yeah.
questions, I'm an open book. I will answer anything and everything.
Okay, he says it's good on his end. So
Okay,
that's my
cool.
phone.
Cool. But yeah, I told him. So we've always been fans of punk, and I told him you guys were going to be posting on here. He's like, you got to check out this, awesome punk band. They've got a lot of stuff there, so I'm glad he joined. 4 Years for Nothing. That's the next song on my list of ones to talk about. So, did any of you guys serve?
No, my brother is currently serving.
Okay.
I have family members that have, but
Okay.
I've never served.
Yeah. So I mean, I listened to that song and I was pretty, I didn't serve either, but we all know people who have served and have had bad experiences. PTSD is a real thing, and I really particularly like the breakdown in drums. Now did you really not record that, Paul? That was a different drummer.
No,
That was it.
Every
Oh, that was you.
recording is Paul. Yeah.
Okay.
We didn't
all the
record.
recording.
We had
Okay.
recorded with the other drummer, and we scrapped it right when he quit, and we never released it, and we re-recorded everything, and plus more with Paul.
You
Yeah.
still have that recording? Oh yeah, we
Yeah.
do we?
Yeah.
I'm gonna listen to it one day. Just be
It's
mad.
in the group chat. So
It
I-
sucks.
Oh, is it buried in there? I just want to
Hot
get. I
garbage.
just want to get mad
Hot
one
garbage.
day.
Educational
Hot
material.
garbage.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. It's like when I share posts that I made in 2009. It's just
We-
a reminder.
A lot was different.
How far we've
We
gone.
weren't down tuned then.
No,
we were like everything was very like we became a different band when he left. Thank God.
The
So-
drums are on time now.
Yes.
They're on-
Sure.
So you did a really good job on this one and Vamptress. Like both of them had excellent drums. In fact, when you were playing Vamptress, I was making sure your drums were like on the fader so that people could see you and him singing at the time. But you guys are down tuned. How far down tuned are you guys?
Half step.
Just
Drop-
half step.
yeah,
So you're down at E
Drop
flat.
C sharp.
Drop C sharp.
Yeah.
Cool. Dirt tuning.
Dirt
Also
tuning.
changed.
Yeah,
The reason I did.
that's a good tuning. I like that one. That's usually when I was playing my cover band, we would do half step down on everything, just so we could change it, and it's easier for me to sing in. So.
See, that's like the main reason we did it. We did we did a bunch of shows. Probably the first year of us playing, we played in drop D, and it was just a little bit too high for me. When I was in choir in high school, I sang bass 2, so it was uber low. Then I had neck surgery, so my voice went up a little bit, but yeah, so it was just tuning it down just that half step made it a little bit more comfortable for me. I think it just sounds a little bit better. I'm not, I'm not saying we're gonna get 7 strings, gonna drop A sharp, and we're gonna be like uber brutal and stuff like that. So you can write some really heavy, good stuff, even if you're just a half step down.
No, I go down that low with some of my guitars.
Sure, listen, it's fun. It's really fun, but it's not Defiant sound.
No, that's I don't even know who's down at drop A sharp.
Meshuggah.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Slow
Periphery.
Mushroom Head might be.
Mushroom Head
Mushroom
probably.
Head probably is.
Yeah, I can see.
Sun.
Son, I don't know that one. But so Vamptress, you mentioned.
That's a love.
So Vamptress, you mentioned when we were playing the song that was about depression.
Yeah. Yep. It's a song about depression, man. Read the lyrics. It's a song about depression being personified as a vampire lady and taking the whole world over. It's very good. I have depression. I have clinical depression. I've been diagnosed since I was very young. Unmedicated. I was medicated for my depression for a little bit. Didn't really like it definitely got rid of the depression, but also made me not feel at all, which kind of sucked. So I'm medicated for my anxiety. I'm on the Lexapro gang.
That's the one that made me like a robot when I was.
Oh,
on
see,
that.
I was on
I've
Zoloft.
been there. I knew exactly.
I was
what
on
you were
Zoloft,
saying.
but regardless, so yeah, I deal with my depression. I medicate my depression through music, and through just extracurricular activities, whether anything artistic or reading, or now it's playing with my kid. So that's kind of how I cope with depression. Not to put medication down. Medication is a great thing for people who cannot control their depression and they cannot cope with it. To have medication available is extremely helpful for a lot of people who have depression that makes them physically unable to function. So please do not hesitate if you're feeling depressed, feeling like you're going to hurt yourself or you're going to harm others. Call the national hotline. Talk to somebody. There's somebody always available to talk to you. Talk to a friend or a family member. I'm a huge advocate for supporting mental health. There's amazing resources out there to get you the help that you need to get well and to be a functioning human being. Don't feel like because you're sad all the time that makes you weird or it makes you different or it makes you wrong. It's it's something that happens to a lot of people. It's just past generations just pretended it didn't exist for a bunch of years.
Or they drown it in alcohol. Or
Sure, yeah, dude,
cocaine.
absolutely. And now that pot's getting legal, maybe try getting a little higher. Just one time. I'm not if you are not a legal smoking age adult, I do not recommend doing any marijuanas. But if you're a legal adult, and you're in a place where it's recreationally legal or medically legal and you are cleared to be have a medical card through your job and your doctor and everything, I highly recommend it. It's if you don't like prescription medications, it is an avenue that is worth trying out.
Yeah, we do not advocate breaking the law on this program. So
No.
like he said, legally.
Yeah.
If you're legal to do that, that's your prerogative.
Yeah.
And also, as long as your job's okay with it, because
Yes.
some jobs still have.
Please check with your jobs, people.
Yeah,
Don't get your
don't be
medical card
fired
and be like,
because
haha, I'm
somebody
gonna
on
be a
this
stoner
program
now,
suggests
but
you
I'm also
do that.
forklift certified. Like, no, you can't smoke weed and then go work at Amazon. I know.
You're playing Dr. Dre, rolling with a blunt
Yeah,
with your
for
forklift
sure.
through the
Heck
freaking
yeah, dude, you're just gonna roll this pallet real
I don't
quick.
know. I know
Yeah,
some
roll
people
it
that
in.
drive it better if they,
Nobody drives better.
I don't believe you can drive anything better on any
Yeah.
substance. So I'm just gonna go.
I
with
can't
it.
drive a forklift stone sober. You're gonna tell me somebody's gonna get ripped off of a J and they're gonna be able to cruise this thing one-handed? No thanks. I've seen Final Destination 3. I know what happens when people mess around with forklifts. You get shot with nail guns, homie. Playing games.
The last good one we don't talk about.
Everything else that's is garbage, yeah, for sure.
All right, so then the last song I had is actually your cover, "Viva la Revolution." That's a cover by the Addicts.
Yes.
Whose idea was the cover in the band?
It was joined between me and Joe. Joe initially wanted to do. We initially agreed on doing an Addicts cover because I was just like, I love the Addicts. Nobody covers these guys. You know, we really should do it. Joe initially suggested Joker in the Pack. But I was playing Tony Hawk's American Wasteland that day, and People Revolution's on that. I'm like, oh, this is sick. No, we do this one, and then I'm like, oh, it's Defiant. It's Revolution. It's perfect.
I was wondering if you're gonna bring up it being on Tony Hawk after that conversation.
The funny thing is, Al, if you follow Al on Facebook, he always kind of clowns his former self, like his young high school self. And I think it was about a year ago, you shared a post where you actually said, all I want to do is be in a band that covers People Revolution. He said this in like 2014 or some ridiculous, like, and I didn't even know that, you know what I mean? And he had shared it, and I was like, holy shit, we did that.
Yeah, we covered it. So
it was the last concert I saw before lockdown was the Addicts at Chameleon Club, so that's what made me want, like, they were amazing, they're so good live, and then he had been listening to that song, so that's what kind of brought that one about.
Yeah, they're a heck of a punk band. I listened to both of the songs. I think yours is better. That's my opinion.
Don't say that.
Don't.
No.
It's only better produced.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say. It's better from a production standpoint
difference,
because it's
for sure.
newer, there's better techniques than there was when they recorded that. But
They just sat at like a single Casio tape recorder in the center of a room. Just put a bucket over it. Said, yes!
The funny thing is, like, when we released as a single, you know, the label was trying to get Spotify playlists to add it and doing talking to curators and everything, and we kept hearing, you could have written a better or less repetitive chorus, and I'm like, did they not even know this is a cover? Like, we did not write it. Like, you're actually insulting one of the best, you know, Brit punk bands from like ever.
Like, yeah, one of the most influential punk acts.
And I'm like, oh, like, you're stupid. Like, I don't want to be on your playlist anyway. How can you have a punk playlist and not know it was an Addict song?
And it's incredible too, because we got to do like big. It's really just like an Albert dream to do this song, because like the Addicts are, like, they are heavily inspired by A Clockwork Orange. Like their outfits, their garb. It's like they have an album called All the Young Droogs. I mean, it's in their shtick to do that. So when we shot the music video, I was like, we're doing A Clockwork Orange. We're doing the thing. And we did it, and it was so fun. It's cheesy, it's hammy, it's low budget, but it looks really great. Like, the production team is not low budget, but we are low budget actors. And the costumes maybe were a little bit low budget.
We got to beat the shit out of one of our great
Yeah,
friends,
like,
Jason, in an alleyway,
Dude.
over and over and over.
If you're a fan of the movie, watch the video. It's still this day. I know it's like out of circulation, you know, it's not being pushed as hard anymore, but seriously, if you haven't watched the Viva La Revolution video and you like A Clockwork Orange, it's great. If you're a fan of Ace Von Johnson, it's also really great because he does a solo on that song. And it's literally better than anything I could ever play in my best day.
now that being said, there is trigger warnings for Clockwork Orange. I can't actually watch Clockwork Orange because
Oh, yeah.
some of the scenes in that movie. I watched it once.
Oh, it's
we don't
tough,
have any like Uber like the graphics.
Oh
stuff
no, not in your
or-
video. I'm just talking about if you're suggesting to
dude,
watch
I'm
Clockwork
yeah.
Orange.
It's an amazing
Like,
movie.
oh,
Yeah, I
I got
can
the
see how
art
there's.
Oh, dude,
I've,
for
I've
sure.
seen it once. I can't watch it again.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
tough.
There's
It's
too
tough
much.
spot.
There's
Yes,
too many
definitely.
triggers for
Trigger
me.
warnings for any sort of domestic violence or
What's that?
gang-related violence. Do
No, I
not.
made it about 15 seconds.
Yeah, any sort.
Yeah, that's about
Yeah.
the time that I
Yeah,
said,
it's
all right,
very
I'll
Not
probably
because
watch
you were
this anymore.
triggered, you were just bored.
No, I wasn't triggered. I just wasn't interested.
Yeah,
Also fine. Also
Yeah.
understandable.
Yeah.
Dude, like,
It's not for everybody. That's why it's a
Opinions.
cult classic, not
Yeah.
a, you know,
it's not
blockbuster.
revolutionary.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
I
I had
just
to break it down and watch the parts that we were going to try to.
Oh, like, and like, I just.
Because I was going to watch the movie, but then I couldn't, and I'm like, there's no way I'm making it through this movie.
Yeah, the
But I'm
home,
like,
the
but
home
I gotta
invasion scene is
understand
what
what
gets
we're-
me. That's the
that's-
one.
yeah,
That's
absolutely.
the one I can't watch.
And that's what Ace's scene is kind of based on.
Is that room.
Is that room, and then like when he gets over the camera and kind of grits his teeth like right in the face, it's kind of like that scene. A
Yeah,
little
but
is what
but
they're
yeah,
going
absolutely.
for,
If you are not a fan of, you know, that sort of like real world violence is the most PC
Yeah.
way of like there's a difference between like cartoony violence, like your Nightmare on Elm Street, your Saws, your Hammy, stuff like that. But like real
It's very
legitimate
gritty and
crime
brutal.
and violence, do not watch that movie. You will not have a good time. In fact, you will have quite a bad time.
Yeah.
Don't induce PTSD on
Yeah,
yourself.
No,
do
I
it.
mean, if you have a sexual assault trigger,
Yeah.
that is
Yeah,
definitely something
absolutely.
to
Yeah,
watch.
do
very
not.
graphic,
so.
very
Well,
graphic.
very,
watch
very
that.
graphic.
Hard line.
But that's the thing about this band, man, is like I say a lot of these things, and we play music, and we have a lot of these imagery and themes, but we are also like very understanding and compassionate people, which a lot of punk and metal dudes are, like the most,
Yeah.
you know, compassionate, understanding people. And so like if my songs trigger you or bother you or any way, I'm not going to be offended if you don't listen to them. Like if parts of my songs trigger you and they make you upset, to listen to something else, man. Like that's why you have ears and you have access to all this music. That's not my intention. My intention is never to harm anybody. My intention with anything that I write lyrically is always to just bring awareness to real world issues and pay homage to history and fiction.
Waiting for that.
I'm just slinging big words
Can we
out.
have, that's the next song. Homage.
Homage.
Homage?
Homage.
I think it's homage. I think the H is silent.
Homage.
Paul, bassist, you've been a little quiet. I haven't really talked about your bass rig. We had to carry your cab up here. That was pretty.
Yeah, if I would have known, we would have never bought that.
Well, it was all right. We got it up here.
In fact, it's actually staying.
You just
Oh,
buy
great.
yourself a
Hey,
bass
thanks,
rig.
man. I appreciate it. That's a nice I'll have to get some more bass traps to cover that thing up.
Oh yeah, that thing is.
You played bass amazing. I wanted to make sure you got an opportunity to talk about your bass technique a little bit since you've been pretty quiet over there.
Lies.
Who's your influences, Paul? Bass-wise.
Geezer Butler,
Yeah, that's obvious.
Dee Ramone, Gene Simmons.
Yeah. Okay. Definitely see Gene Simmons in there. I'm not. So the first one you mentioned, what band is that?
Black
bassist?
Sabbath.
Black Sabbath. Okay.
So like the '70s guys. Everybody, you know,
Yeah, both
bases
in the 70s.
in the '70s. Well, because I mean, you grew up in the '70s.
Yeah.
Old.
I could have never told that.
He dies at 7. He's really like 25.
He actually buys the touch of gray and forces gray into his head.
When I was 15, I got struck by lightning and I just went all white.
Okay. I like that.
She doesn't even know whether to believe that or not.
Yeah,
I see that look.
yeah,
She's
it's
like,
True, I'm only 37.
Yeah.
I believe it.
I'm actually.
I'll believe anything
I'm
anyone
starting
tells
to
me.
believe the longer this keeps rolling.
I'm usually the oldest person in the room, but that's up for debate now with him here.
Ooh.
Are you 38? If you're 38, then you're the oldest one in the room.
Yeah.
Oh, that was good. That was a good comeback.
I would really like to be 38 again.
Me too.
Yeah, I'm not even 38. I wish I was.
You grew up playing in like the Jersey punk scene.
Yeah, hardcore, New York hardcore, all that stuff is great.
Did you ever play CBGB?
I played the gallery,
Oh, okay.
but see, it was gone. But I used to go there every Sunday. They had the Sunday morning matinees. It was great. Good times.
Oh, like all
Max's. Did you play
The
Max's?
pizzas, no, the pizza was great.
And then you did like the Stone Ponies,
So, you did all that.
Starland.
Starland, Pony.
Did you ever play like Electric Factory, or I guess
No.
I forget what it was called now. Now it's I don't remember.
I don't know.
Electric Factory. I don't know what it's called now.
There was a Club Benet. All that shit's gone.
Sad.
But like
The
you
Pony's still there, right?
Yeah, Pony's still there.
Yeah.
All the Fast Lane.
So like you get to watch a lot of these punk bands like come around like in their heyday, like the Ramones and
Yeah.
you know Bad Brains.
They were
You
all
got
in
to
Jersey.
just come and watch. Yeah, I mean, because that's basically their hangout.
Yeah, it was
That's
great.
really
Good
awesome.
times.
Well, California was, you know, having a bunch of alcoholics getting car crashes and singing about women. You just had hardcore.
They just beat the shit out of each other.
Yeah, dude. But they did it sober.
You walk
Yeah.
into CBG, you won't get, you were dead.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. Unless you were JR from Bad Brains and he's like, oh, it's dreadlocks. It's understandable.
Yeah, he's cool.
Did you get to see Gigi Allen live?
I shower. I don't think I want to. I don't want poop all over me.
See, honestly, it's the experience. Like it's like real Guar.
Yeah.
Like it's like you go to see Guar, you got to get like the blood and guts. No, you go to see Gigi Allen to get the actual shit thrown on you.
That's the question.
No.
Yeah.
Pass. Pass.
Yeah, that sounds like a bad time.
It's really bizarre that there's a following for that.
Yeah,
There was a parade. At his funeral, there was like 500 people.
His brother still does portraits with his poop.
Wait,
like,
what?
His brother, like
there was an HBO special on Gigi Allen. His brother, I don't know how he has his brother's poo, but he does. Maybe he's his own poo. He does portraits that people buy him.
Oh, it's a
What
prison.
the hell?
That's unbelievable.
That is
Whatever,
quite
man.
a bit worse
It's
than
gross.
blood
See,
portrait.
there's a
Quite a bit worse.
If it
performance art
exists.
to like that's beyond my line.
If it exists, there's a market.
Yeah,
There's a
true.
Don't you
photographer.
king shame me?
You have to be able to market yourself.
There's a photographer. I forget if he's in New York or L.A. because there's a documentary and I lost track of where everybody was from. But anyway, he puts things in jars of urine and then photographs them through the
Through the urine?
Load
because
and-
it gives
load
it
and
this
reload.
weird color and
The Load and Reload album covers is
Yeah,
just,
that's gross when we're drawing with shit.
it's just sperm, blood,
Yeah,
breath between two
semen
pages
and
of glass.
blood, yeah.
That's way less
a
disgusting
slide
than
of,
drawing things with poop.
True.
That's the Metallica
Fair.
album,
Yeah.
Load and
Yeah.
Reload. the
Yeah,
covers.
it's just semen and blood smashed
Yeah,
between two
smashed
pages of glass.
together and magnified.
Yep.
Cool. Fun times.
Art, man.
Weird, man.
Art.
There was a painting that was just a black line across the canvas that sold for like
art.
$65,000.
Every time somebody says something gross is art, I hear that soundtrack of that kid that went to the museum. So we went in and we saw penises because they were art.
Go to
It's this
Iceland.
whole thing on YouTube.
If you put a price
And-
tag on it, anything can be art, right?
Yeah.
You know, it's like, hey, I'll sell you this. I made it.
For sure.
Yeah,
Well,
I think
we're coming up on time.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's almost 7:00.
We have not accomplished a thing.
You guys did. You did a
Yeah,
great
sure.
interview. I
This
think
is
everybody that
great.
was watching would agree. I mean, this was a lot of fun. I'm glad you guys came on the show.
Thank you for having
Thank you
us.
so
I am
much.
apologizing for having strangleholded the interview and
And-
taking it to just be Big Al's wild ride.
we need to. We as Effigy need to talk to you guys about doing some shows again
Yeah.
because
Yeah, let's make some stuff
we
happen.
have some spaces coming up. So
That's talking to my wife.
okay.
There
Whatever.
you go.
That's just gonna make sure I get all that information that who I'm supposed to call or email or.
Sarah Holter.
Yeah.
Okay.
You email Sarah Halterman.
Yep.
Follow
And
you on
follow,
YouTube.
like, share everything Defiant.
Join the
That's why-
fan club.
That's why
Yeah.
we're on
Yes.
here. To make sure
Get
that
the
fans
patch.
get exposure outside of the PA area. I don't even know if we have many people listening outside of the PA area, but we will eventually.
We'll get them.
This is a
We'll
goal.
get them.
So,
And then
all
we'll get them to
use.
buy the patch. I'm just really.
and join their fan club.
Yeah.
Even if you join the
patch.
smallest tier, you get a patch.
Yeah.
A special
Yeah.
patch that nobody else has, just the fan club. So, and then if you're feeling really generous, get that upper tier for these guys. Get them some new gear.
There's also middle tiers. Like it's not like we just go 10, 250.
Right.
Like, there are like other tiers like in between.
Yeah,
there.
there's a 235 in between that. It's
Yeah.
10, 235.
Oh.
We may add one later that like we come and cook you dinner and like.
Oh, that'd be.
That's the express
I
pass.
can always use
There we
some
go.
of that.
Now we're talking.
That starts at 10 grand.
Yeah. Easily. We'll play one song half-heartedly.
On pots and pans.
Yeah. Air guitar only.
See, now I kind of want to hear this.
We'll all bring guitars unplugged.
As we just proved, there's a market for everything.
That's right.
So.
Alright, cool.
All right, guys. Well, thank
Cool.
you.
Later, thank